impact. It can really turn things with them. This thing just, even with that rollout that we've seen opted for in the past. So I'm intrigued by what LEGO could do here.
I'm also very intrigued and so excited to see this Jigglypuff running up towards the top path once again. Are they able to change it up enough so that they can beat Blossom here? Or is Blossom's strategy going to send them right to the grand finals? We are about to find out in 10 short minutes.
Well, right out of the gate, this thing is not scared whatsoever, pressuring right into this Lucario, and these little attacks is actually enough of an impact, but as Duraludon comes and rotates over from both ends, at this point, it's time to back up.
Yeah, and we've got a different fight happening here. Last time we saw Blossom make their way to the bottom path for those 8 minutes 50 seconds Vespiquen Combies, but right now both Duraludons hanging out in the top path, and it looks like they're going to have an even fight in both paths.
I mean, I like that response from LEGO too, because if you know that Duraludon from Blossom is going to be pressuring that upper path, you can't just let this Jigglypuff just get bullied up there. You need to be able to respond to it. It does mean the bees though in path, or in both paths, going to be a little different fleshed up experience wise, but wow, a big play coming out from LEGO here as they just push on forward. Wigglytuff was so low and they didn't care.
Well, obviously that is what they're looking for, that Wigglytuff running in with the sleep, and now we're here in our bottom path. We are watching this 3-on-3 as Ninetales from both teams pushes the enemy away. It's going to be really interesting to see. Now that we've seen that Wigglytuff and Duraludon combo, I wonder if we're seeing a different LEGO in this match, if they have a much better strategy.
I mean, if we want to see LEGO just moving right through the winner's bracket onto those finals, we need to see a little bit of a different LEGO this time around. We need to see a little bit of a change. It's still going to be these Duraludons, just consistent pressure on in this top path. But, oh, a lot of damage done on the Duraludon from LEGO's side, and that means that this Wigglytuff is going to fall soon after.
That's right, and now we see Blossom answer right back. They said, no, 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 we're still doing what we did before. We are taking down both of you here in this top path. We have the better strategy using this Lucario.
I mean, that's just part of the thing. Lucario is just the damage output in comparison to Wigglytuff is just so much. LEGO, they're going to be making a push back along in this bottom path. The Duraludon here to fight with. It's just going to be a bit of pressure, but Blossom's going to back up from that, opting instead to try and take these bees from a distance.
And now we can see here, we've got 4 members of LEGO in that bottom path. Wiggly, it looks like it's making its way down, or perhaps hiding in a bush, waiting to ambush that Lucario somewhere in the central area here. It does look like it wants to slow them down. That is their plan. And now we have a big battle breaking out here at Dreadnought. It looks like a ton of damage being thrown down, and there is Rin, that Duraludon player, pushing the entire enemy team back. It looks like once again, Blossom just with an amazing team battle.
Of course, these team battles we saw in the first game were so strong and no different. It's going to be a KO on base, and they're going to keep pushing forward from that. This is going to be a huge amount of points going in their way. They'll not be able to quite break it with LEGO pushing back. They're just going to retreat. They won one fight. They don't need to try and push for the next.
So here we have it. Once again, LEGO a little down here. Blossom scored 134 points. They have the level advantage. They took the Dreadnought. We need to see how LEGO is going to be able to respond to this. Lucario heading up to this top path. And it looks like everyone on LEGO getting ready for a possible battle here for this Rotom.
Here's a chance for LEGO to try and take this objective fight. Try and push forward on this. Lucario from Blossom pushed all the way back. Needing to get out there as to not get KO'd, and that's going to allow all these points to be going in the upper goal. Blossom, though, they're going to group up. They're going to retaliate and push back. They're going to try and get some bees, but as Unite moves come out, once again, they have to retreat.
Now, this is interesting here. They waited for a moment to decide if they were going to break that top path goal here, and now that they can easily secure Rotom, they've decided, yeah, we're going to get rid of that goal. We're going to let that Rotom walk in, and they're going to continue gathering experience on this map. All the meanwhile, this Duraludon from Blossom, still the highest level Pokemon in the match.
It's definitely terrifying, that's for sure, and even more so as that Unite move is going to come out as LEGO tries to pressure on into this team fight, taking so much damage, and Sure enough, this Duraludon is going to be putting in work in the Lucario that we know so much. It's going to be chasing it down the Blissey as well. 2v1, it's not going to go well whatsoever, and that's going to be a couple members from LEGO falling in that Rotom push attempt.
No one is safe on LEGO when Blossom gets together. They are just incredible at fighting as a team. We have Dreadnought coming up here, and look at that. Hyperspace Hoopa bringing them in. Rings Unbound. Here comes the Unite move and a quick secure actually from LEGO. I wonder if they're going to be able to push this fight back.
Oh, looks like they might try, though. KO going in way of Blossom is definitely going to put them at a disadvantage. And this Hoopa, it might be in its Unite form, but it's definitely taking all of the damage. Down lower, though, they're able to fire and take on 2 more KOs. Ninetales, absolute unit putting these work, and Blossom's able to push on forward and grab the goal.
And what a moment there. It looked like they were just relaxing on the beach, and they go down once again. We are just seeing the team battle dominance from Blossom. Whether they win the objective or lose it, they are winning the fights.
Yeah, these team fights have been absolutely insane, and with Rotom up in 20 seconds, you have to wonder, last time there was a team fight going in LEGO's way, they're gonna try and push that again, but it doesn't really seem from the map that they might want to. This might be free for Blossom.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting right here. I mean, as you can see, they are at just such a high level right now. You've got that Duraludon at 13 and Lucario there. We've got some nice scoring happening here, but it's happening for both teams. Blossom scoring in the top, LEGO scoring in the bottom.
Yeah, it's like each team is taking a different path. Like, this is our path that we're going to start trying to pressure towards. We're going to start getting the points. Blossom, though, definitely looking a lot better point-wise. Up over 120, though. Now, LEGO's going to be pushing forward. Go for the engage. Revolving Ruin coming out from Duraludon to try and output that damage. No KOs happening, though. Oh, just kidding. Able to chase it down, grab that Duraludon on Blossom side, no matter the cost, and a lot of damage being done. Ninetales unable to quite secure the KO onto the opposing Blissey. It's able to get away, but instead will grab that Lucario.
So that was a wonderful fight there for LEGO, but the question is, given that Duraludon used its Unite move so close to Zapdos coming up, is it going to have it for this final fight? It's one of the most important things that you can do as a team, is knowing when to use your Unite moves. If it's able to get its Unite back, then I think that was an amazing play. If not, they might have put themselves in such a difficult position when they end up fighting over Zapdos.
Yeah, as soon as the Zapdos appears, you see those big Unite moves coming out, especially with the Buddy Berries, put your team in advantageous position. I don't know. It's difficult to say. That might be a really big mistake.
Here we go. We've got this fight getting ready. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Blossom wins this, and they are heading straight into the grand finals. Let's take a look here, and we actually see the Rings Unbound coming out, the Unite moves coming down from Duraludon, and this is what we were talking about. We do have one from both Duraludons. Who's able to get this secure? It is the Ninetales from Blossom. Oh my goodness. One member of Blossom goes down, but they are able to take that Zapdos.
Oh, there's the chase, though. Duraludon from LEGO is going to be grabbing 2 KOs. And, well, LEGO, they're not looking to slow up there at all. This Ninetales from Blossom trying to get away and unable to quite. Some lot of Pokemon going down on Blossom's side. And now, despite the fact that LEGO lost the Zapdos, it's whether they can try and push back and get those points.
I mean, that is the real question, isn't it? We still have a minute left. They have a lot of Eos energy. In some ways, they did great in that last fight, and they kind of won it to an extent because Blossom didn't get to score much. A lot of them were KO'd after that Zapdos. But the question is, can LEGO now make their way in and fight against this Blossom team that has been so amazing in team battles and outscore them right now? They have a lot of points that they need to put into a goal.
Well, they do, and we can see them starting to group up in this central area. Less than a minute back. If there is a play to be made, well, they need to find the opening right about now. A Blissey pushing by itself into the central area might just be that little handout they need, though it looks like it might actually just try and score on the other end. We can see the Eos energy littered all around. So, well, LEGO, while they're pushing around that bottom path, this is going to be a lot of points, even further Blossom's lead there. But as the action goes on, you know, LEGO, they'll get their points of their own. They're putting out a lot of damage. Revolving Ruin, though, to try and push them back, and that's going to be 1 KO secured, 2 KO secured for Blossom. And at this point, I don't know if there's anything LEGO can do with only 10 seconds left.
No, I mean, they just take them down right there. I love that play by Blossom. They send Blissey all the way to the other side saying, we know you're coming to score here, but we are going to counter score right now. Such a great push from Lego, but it's not able to do more than break that bottom goal. Blossom heading into the grand finals. Dominant performances. They are playing so well.